How's it going, everybody? World Buddy Wins here. Welcome back to my channel. I got an order from SD Bullion here, and really quick before I forget, I got a couple other things, some collectibles off eBay. One is not really a collectible. It's the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 on DVD. The reason I got this is because I haven't seen this movie in 30 years, and I was thinking about getting a boutique label release of this, and so I figured, well, I'll just buy a cheap DVD. This was under $9, and so I'll rewatch this DVD because this has some special features on it here, and I'll see if it still is a good movie. This was like almost like as if Rob Zombie made a comedy. It's a horror movie, but it's like really off the wall bonkers. And another thing I bought was, I think it's a collectible, and this is George Romero's Dawn of the Dead anniversary edition. It's a director's cut. And this is a VHS. Look how nice this VHS case is. It's amazing. And so this was only like 15 bucks. So I figured I'll get it. I don't really collect VHS tapes, but I'm a fan of the George Romero movies. So I bought it. It's got this weird rainbow kaleidoscopic cover, and so I had to get it. So anyway, I think that'll be worth more money going forward down the road, even though I'm not much of a VHS collector. I think I've got some that I sell in my eBay store, but the only VHS tape I have that's mine is Terrifier 3 on VHS, and that came with the Art Attacks bundle from Umbrella Entertainment. I really am enjoying sharing a little bit about physical media. I probably should start a different channel because a lot of you gold and silver guys don't really care about physical media, but I like it not only as a hobby, but as an investment. I think no matter what hobby you have, I think it's important. I've always said this, even when I was in my 20s and I was drunk all the time chasing women, I always said, whatever hobby you have, learn how to make money from it. Everybody's got a hobby, and you spend money on your hobby. Be the guy that sells the stuff for your hobby. You know what I mean? Go, or you could even, like, some people watched the video where I purchased a big, huge, like a massive box. It was the size of a rifle, the box that a rifle would come in, and it was full of 1 ounce silver bar capsules. There was 250 in there, huge box. I think it was the same size box as a Kel-Tec sub 2000 folding rifle. So I figured, what the heck? And so, since that's a hobby of mine, collecting the vintage silver bullion, it's also an investment because those things go up in value, and you can buy them at local coin shops for way cheaper than they're worth, sometimes a quarter of the price that they're worth. And actually, at the end of this, actually I can't. I was going to show you, I'll have to wait till a couple days, but there is I saw on Mineral Exchange, there was a 2 ounce, it was like a 2.5 ounce bar, a silver bar, 2.5 ounce silver bar. I can't remember the manufacturer, but it was a vintage silver bar. It had 50 bids on it. 50 bids, 2 ounces of silver. I don't have 2 ounces of silver, but less than half of this much silver. The bid when I checked last was $13,500. $13,500 for 2 ounces of silver. Now people will say, you're crazy, that's not worth it. Well, it's a hobby. Some people will pay that. And obviously there were 50 people interested in it. There was a massive bidding war on this vintage piece. There was other ones. It's totally normal for vintage silver to go for about $1,000 an ounce. Certain ones. Not the ones I collect, no. I think the most valuable one I have might be worth about $300 for 1 ounce of silver. And I know there's going to be people in the comments who go, you're just going to get spot when you sell it. Well, no, you're not. You might get $10,000 when you sell it. You never know. So what I got was, I've got another challenge for myself that I'm doing, partially inspired by Deleter. I think he might have inspired the whole thing. He came up with the idea, I think. And this is to fill this 1/4 ounce Philharmonic tube with American Half Eagles pre-33 gold. And so that's what I'm doing. Got 5 in there now, and I think I've got 2 more, but they're in storage. And so SD Bullion had a sale on pre-33, and I forgot how much I paid for it. Let me check here. Go to my email, eBay, Amazon. I put all my emails that have things I order off the internet into a file called eBay, Amazon. $704.14 is what I paid for this. And this is a $5 Liberty XF for extra fine. Extra fine. Like my wife. Anyway, so this has got some dirt on it, which I don't mind a little bit of schmutz. And let me know what you think. 1892. I don't know if I have an 1892 in here. Let me dump them out. There is a ton of detail on this thing. The reeds look really good. I don't see any damage to the edge. Some good detail to the back. So this is a really nice condition coin. 1892. Let's see what else I got here. I've got an 1888. That's kind of a cool year. I like the numbers like that. I wonder if I should go for a whole date order. This one looks like it's been cleaned. See how shiny it is? Either that cleaned or well circulated. This 1901. 1881. This one's got a ton of detail to it. I hope you guys are having a great St. Patrick's Day. I'm still super far behind at work, so what do you do when you're behind at work? I just make a YouTube video. Because the mailman just dropped this off. 1893 and 1900. That is a cool year there. So I got 1900, 1901, 1881. Oh, that's 1892. 1892, 1893, 1888. So there we go. That's the order. Up to 6. I don't know how many this tube will hold, but we'll find out, I guess, towards the end of the challenge, because the challenge is to fill this whole thing up. And the reason I use the Philharmonic tube is because their tubes, you can see through them. That's half the fun. I also have a tube of 1/10 ounce Philharmonics that I was hoping to fill up. Look how they do they kind of sleeve the tube to make it smaller on the inside to hold the Philharmonic coins. I think I've got like 3 or 4 more Philharmonics that I probably need to bust out of their flips. So anyway, you can get these coin holders. You can just buy them at most bullion dealers like Monument Metals and whatnot. But anyway, that's it. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. $704.14. I don't know what the cheapest I've ever paid for one of those things is, but I'm pretty sure $200 or less. So anyway, I'm still buying gold. I'm still buying silver, though not in as big of a pace. I always have to, feed that dopamine. I'm just buying a lot less of it as I divert funds into other areas. So that's it. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Be careful. If you're going out, please be very careful. People, when they drink, they do stupid stuff. Ask me how I know, because I'm an expert at that.